So he kept plays out of order according to the program, but it was written by Pierre Michel Michaud, and I found this song for Cedric about before we started picking songs for the recital, and I just thought it was a great song for Valentine's Day. And his mom is in the hospital right now, so she's not able to be here. But she's on camera. Okay, so hey, we start Skyping with her. So, but he was dedicating this song to his mom, though, and I thought it was just a perfect song for Valentine's Day. It's called Passion. When we think about classical music, a lot of times we only think that it's not for Black African Americans, but that's why we pick songs from Bach and Mozart to do in this recital to show a variation that we are talented in not only jazz and classical, but in all genres of music as well. And I think that's when I found Margaret, I said this is one of those unsung heroes that most people don't know a lot about. And as I was just researching her out, she worked with Leontine Price, the great opera singer, and I thought, that was just fantastic to hear. And one of our which I'm going to bring up Christian Mueller and Mario Farwell, who was also students with us. And Cedric's going to play lightly behind them one of the songs that she popularized.
Margaret Bonds was born in Chicago as Margaret Jeanette Allison Majors to Dr. Monroe Majors and Estella C. Bonds. At the age of 13, Margaret Bonds started to learn composition from two up-and-coming African-American composers. She studied music at music school and participated in youth section of a national organization of African-American musicians.
Bonds entered Northwestern University at 16 in 1929.
The young pianist made her debut at New York's Town Hall in 1932 and performed a concertino at Chicago's World's Fair in 1933.
She now had her Master's of Music degree from Northwestern University, 1934, and had already performed John Alden Carpenter's concertino with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra in 1933, with Frederick Stock as conductor.
Upon graduation, Margaret Bonds worked in Chicago performing, composing, and collaborating with writer and poet Langston Hughes in cantatas, musicals, and song cycles.
She met Langston Hughes in 1936 and toured Wisconsin and Iowa with singer Catherine Van Buren while studying orchestration with Albert Nolte.
Both this season and the next, she worked in the Detroit Theater of Elisa Roxborough and joined Catherine Dunham production of William Grant's Stills, La Guide Laissée. For the musical education of black youth in Chicago, she founded the Allied Arts Academy.
When Bonds moved to New York City, she intended to study at Juilliard.
Bonds relocated to New York in 1939, the same year she and William Richardson were married. She took employment as an editor.
Bonds was active as a composer, soloist, and member of a duo piano team in the 1940s.
As a soloist, she appeared with the Chicago Women's Symphony Orchestra, the Scranton Symphony, and New York City Symphony Orchestra, with recitals in Canada Orchestra Hall, Chicago, radio broadcast in New York and Hollywood, and performances in nightclubs.
Margaret Bonds was honored in the 1960s by concerts devoted entirely to her compositions, an award from Northwestern University, and the proclamation of a Margaret Bonds Day by the mayor of Chicago. Margaret Bonds taught theater in both Harlem and Los Angeles.
Prior to her move in 1967 to Los Angeles, she taught at Harlem's American Theater Wing and wrote for the Los Angeles Jubilee Singers. The year after her arrival in California, she taught in the Inner City Institute and Repertory Theater, remaining until her death.
As a highly successful composer, Bonds wrote for a variety of genres, including orchestral and choral music, chamber music, art songs, and popular songs.
Her arrangements of Negro spirituals were sung by legendary sopranos such as Leontine Price. It is interesting to note, however, that there is little of her music in print due to the fact that as an accomplished concert pianist and improviser, most of her piano music was committed to memory and not written down. Bonds received numerous awards during her lifetime for her contributions to music of African Americans.
Maya Angelou describes Troubled Water as one of Margaret Bond's masterpieces. She collaborated frequently with poet Langston Hughes in some of her best-known works, including the musical Shakespeare in Harlem and the cantata Ballad of the Brown King.
Margaret Bonds died in Los Angeles, California on April 26, 1972.
Her last major work, Credo, was performed by the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra 1 month after her death.
That was pretty good, Cedric, man. Hey, I like that. It sounds good, man. It sounds good. That's beautiful, really. I like it.
Let's give Cedric a hand anyway. We got a couple of Michael and Randy are our students from the day one. And so I want to bring Michael up now, and he's going to play a song for us, Amazing Grace. I want to thank a couple of people, actually. They're not here, though. The St. Louis Symphony Orchestra's Maureen Byrne championed our program from the very beginning. And when I went to her, I said I was teaching, young adults, young kids, and people, with all these challenges or whatever. And she just said, whatever you need, Kevin. So they've been our partners for the last 2.5 years now. So let's give them a round of applause, even if they're not here.
Baby, what I said. Yeah, boy. Look at that man back there. Look at that man back there. He back there dancing. Attention, man. Hey, dude, don't hit me though. This it's going down. The battery going down.